Ahoy, mates!
Arr!
We're sailing on the seas of ego review for the latest installment.
The good ship Yahtzee noggin.
Now, a riff kind of caught me off guard there. But this week we'll be playing the Trials of Odysseus Kent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
The
this.
second adventure game property I invented, if not the second adventure game overall.
Some classic Yahtzee IP.
Now, going into this, I want to put this in the proper context.
Okay, are we going to have shitloads of gay rape in this one?
There's less gay rape,
Thank God.
although there is...
'Cause that shit's like salt. A sprinkle makes it good.
So this is a bit further down the line in years from Rob Blanc. I think I was suddenly interested in making adventure games again because I had just played through Monkey Island. And after playing that I had a sort of epiphany where I realised that what it was that made Monkey Island good was a largely dialogue based. So my intentions going into this game was let's treat dialogue as an integral part rather than just a thing to expose facts and information on the story. Yeah, click in the window there.
I have to wait.
You smacked your chops. I'm going to hit you.
That was the click of the mouse.
Okay. Now we are a strange white-faced young man.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, I thought it was because it was nighttime. But
No, he's just white. All that vicar might just be very, very tanned.
it's probably been at some sort of bishop's conference in the south.
We can see my writing hasn't improved that much. I don't think there was even a joke there. It's just I wanted to insert lots of dialogue choices where it wasn't really necessary, just to add variance to each time you play the game.
Oh, you know, the grass is naughty, so I'm punishing it. I
thing
had a
is-
chuckle out of some of those.
Yeah, but they didn't really follow it up with a joke. They just went half na half, half na half na half, na half na half, and that was it. If you see what I mean. Oh, there's me wearing my influences on my sleeve.
Dude, like, it smacks in just what the guy is wearing.
Yeah, that does come across, doesn't it? I mean, it is supposed to be set in, contemporary times. He's just dressed as
Wait, it's supposed to be set now?
Yeah, it's just
okay.
he's just dressed as a pirate for some reason.
Alright, I did not pick up on that.
Just like a cross between pirate and Edward Scissorhands.
Seen so many of those costumes.
Are you taking this plot on board, by the way?
Something about digging in a cemetery.
Well, not that we want to evoke Monkey Island too much, but we're looking for a treasure. And we've isolated the treasure to this point in the world. But we're not allowed to dig up the plot because it's owned by a family who want to bury someone there.
Well, aren't they going to dig it up then? Am I trying to race them?
Well, he's not dead yet.
Oh, am I going to kill him?
No.
Shit. Ah, those are cool. I hate pooping in the dark, it's scary.
I'd like to draw your attention to the blinky owl in the top right.
My attention was drawn there.
Blinking with the regularity of a fucking metronome.
Ooh, presents. Ooh, angles.
Now, one of the interesting things I added to this game was idle animation.
That's a good thing.
I mean, if we wait carefully for a while, Odysseus will sort of look left and right.
Okay, can I go back there?
As a matter of fact, you can.
I wonder what that owl's about.
Let's find out. That was a joke?
Damn it, I'm gonna talk to Mr. Owl.
I think this game continues the Rob Blanc issue that every character has basically the same voice.
Does it?
Everyone's just kind of snarky.
Okay, does it start like big and taper off? Did you lose interest in this one as the one I'm...
No, this was like Rob Blanc 1. This was intentionally a very short game.
Alright, cool. So the cursor changes and does things when I can interact.
Yes.
That's nifty.
Another extraordinary thing. That was something I intended to do with Rob Blanc 3, but when I implemented it, I remembered that every part of the background was interactable in Rob Blanc 3. So the mouse was just constantly animating. So it kind of was pointless in the end. I think you have to get it right in the middle of the sprite. Yes, the hot spot for the inventory item mouse cursor is kind of unintuitive.
Oh,
Hey, you solved a puzzle! That was quick.
I'll take it.
You should examine more crosses.
Oh, glad to know I have that.
Yes, if you've ever played Monkey Island 2, this will seem very familiar. This is quite reminiscent of the graveyard scene in Monkey Island 2 near the start, where you can examine all sorts of graves and they've got different text on them, different flavor text.
Pokemon's not dead, you fool. You cannot kill the Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess I was jumping the gun a bit there.
Yeah. What's still insanely successful and prints money today? Pokemon!
You may have noticed the word Defoe coming up in that list of names.
Well, you're right on there.
Yeah. I wonder if this was before or after he was arrested for paedophilia.
Just...
Probably best not to think about it.
Hadn't he moved to, like, Thailand or something so he could maximize his child molesteriness?
I think he was more fleeing the law. Yes, getting in the comedy rhyme on the gravestone. Again, like Monkey Island 2.
Oh.
Oh, edgy.
I'm not over it. Still not over
I'm
it.
very much over it. I'm insulted that you think you need to instruct me to get over it. Now, here's a bit of background storytelling. Are you familiar with the phenomenon of the temperature gauge signboard?
Yes, you have the donations and the top is the goal, and you color it in with red, and ooh,
Yes.
now we're gonna go on an excursion.
This church seems to have come into quite a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I think I'd designed the backdrop before that occurred to me.
I'm gonna touch your thermometer.
Please do.
Oh. Alright, come on, Father Ted.
That's not Father Ted.
Sure it is.
I'm noticing that the vicar's hair colour is very slightly lilac, rather than pure grey.
That kind of elderly grey can skew a little bluish.
I think it's more to do with the palette limitations. I think I was still using like a limited 256 colour palette for the sprites in this game. And that's
They don't
why.
have grey?
Yeah, they got grey, but I guess that was just the nearest approximation to whatever colour I can paste it into there. You'll notice the skin colour's a little bit tan, weirdly orange.
Sometimes they, like, ship priests and shit from other countries and stuff, so he might be, from Florida.
Or Trinidad. Yes, so the owners of the grave site are the Cretin family. That's their surname. It's not even a pun, it's just a word meaning idiot.
Look forward to the next character being called Joe Dickfart.
Or shithead.
It's the shit lump family. Look at them. Oh, look at them. Just a pile of shit lumps. Could I become a gravedigger? Oh.
No, too easy.
So, how small are we talking here? Is it literally my goal is just to dig that hole?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. So...
Perhaps we should do dramatic reading of the dialogue. Because we need to focus on the story at this point.
Okay, well, who do you want to be? I'll be all the side characters, you can be Odysseus.
Okay. Remind me why I can't dig up that plot.
Because you're not a gravedigger and Rudolph Cretin is due to be buried there.
Long pause.
Oh,
We just said that.
Yeah, I didn't... The mouse,
Father,
moves slightly.
I have a question about God.
Ask away!
Why does he let bad things happen?
I'm not exactly sure, Ulysses.
Odysseus.
I think it's because he enjoys a laugh as much as anyone else.
That wasn't a joke, Father.
Have you ever read the Old Testament? Oh boy.
This is trying my patience. Father, I have a question about God.
Well, you made the game, and you said it's about dialogue. I'm clicking on the dialogue.
Where did babies come from?
Oh, come on, everyone knows that.
Well,
They come from Tranthor, the gigantic space hippo. She births them 3 at a time through her massive womb, and her legion of winged platypi carry them to their parents.
do you have children yourself?
Good lord, no. Hippos scare the bejesus out of me. I know, I'm bored of that.
You're a randy-sounding priest.
Whatever, kid. Okay, let's poke about. Let's dig some shit.
And today, you heard Gabriel read aloud the phrase, birth 3 at a time from her giant space womb, in that voice.
Ah, a joke on a video store.
And now we know we are in contemporary times. We weren't sure beforehand. I don't know why there's light coming out of the door but not the windows. It must be
Covered in promotional material.
I think you just touched yourself there. You are a silky young man.
Blockbuster didn't carry porno.
Well, this isn't Blockbuster, is it? It quite clearly states lackluster video. A distinct entity. It is pretty obvious what's sprite and what's background art, I find.
Isn't that kind of a general problem with point and clicks? Like, I notice that in pretty much every point and click I play.
Well, in this case, it's the art style, because all the background is surrounded in thick black lines. Like, look at the computer and the desk there. Whereas the guy behind the counter is almost camouflaged there. Oh, this was me, again, repeating a joke from Monkey Island, where you have to fill in the library card. Why did I choose blue for this guy's dialogue?
Just thinking. Because that is... It's probably... I'm guessing this is the most blue location in the whole game.
Yeah. Well, besides all the exteriors.
Yeah, but like this blue and the blue words are like the same blue.
Now I have to remember the solutions to the puzzles in this game.
Okay, so I need money to get a video.
Not necessarily. Maybe you could just steal someone else's video card.
Guessing there's no other rooms in the video store.
Nope.
Right.
Just a big load of porno.
Bubble-lock porno. Oh, bubble-lock porno, good.
That was the best pun I could think of for a wig shop, apparently.
Wig cleaner. A variety of... I didn't need her at all anymore.
Huh, a Marge Simpson wig.
Yep. Oh, oops.
Oh no, you knocked some wig remover over.
Okay. Alright.
You're shit at being a customer.
I'll take my custom elsewhere. Huh.
There's a man who has hanged himself.
The tone of this game just skewed.
Yes, I remember now. This game does get a bit weirdly dark at times. Though I think it's fair to say there's been an improvement in the background art since Rob Blanc.
Yeah, it does. And I think effort into the little character models and
look, gradients! Motherfucker!
dithering. The word we learned.
I don't know what he's on about there.
Alright. Yeah.
What's that in his mouth?
That's something in his mouth?
I think it is, yes.
Okay.
Use something long. Use something long that you have. Try to get it right in the middle of the... Oh, I guess that's the wrong item. Use the big cross.
Alright, nothing? What?
Click right in the middle of the thing.
He's just walking around.
You're not clicking the right spot. Now you are.
Jesus shit fucking Christ.
It's the middle of the inventory item. It's not that hard.
No, but I clicked on it several times. It said wait, and then Odysseus just wandered over here where the cross is, and then did nothing.
Well, what do you want? It doesn't have rejection messages for every combination of items. That wouldn't be the case until my later adventure games.
I just like, okay, there's a puzzle. I need to maybe find a job, earn some money for a video card. Nope, it's just in a lawyer's dead mouth hanging from a tree for no discernible reason in the next frame.
Of course, that's how I get all my membership cards. So I got my stamp card for the coffee shop I go to.
I 100% believe you. I don't think that's a joke. Some of your finest prolapse porn, please.
Yes, please.
The one where they make their little rosettes kiss.
Oh yes, like gravestones. If you keep looking at the shelves, you see more and more things.
Okie dokie.
So basically, I'm saying, look at all the porn. Look at all the porn until we've had our fill. But we will never have our fill. Let's consider all these titles with grim sincerity.
Tarty.
This game is a bit more mature in theme than a lot of adventure games of the time. Oh, I think that was a Monty Python reference.
Okay.
I think now that you've seen them, you can request one. Yeah, it's the last one we saw. 1 second, sir, while I stand here completely still.
Pating!
And beam it into existence on the counter with my eye lasers.
Thoughts.
Oh, I think I made the effort to come up with a different examine text for every single one of those. Although I shouldn't think we'll be going through them all.
I was gonna say, like, why would I be getting them?
For flavor text. For the joke.
Fair enough. Okay.
Let's go
What's
in.
over here?
It's a house.
Yes, but what puzzly delights... Okay.
More Lucas. Yes, the LucasArts inspiration is fairly overt throughout.
Inspiration. What is it when it's a bit past inspiration, but not exactly a rip-off?
Imitator? Wannabe?
Wannabe. I'd place it as that.
This is a LucasArts wannabe.
A Lucas Yachts.
A Lucas Yachts, thank you. Yes, we're waiting for the lawyer to fulfill the terms of the guy's will before he dies or something.
I wonder what those terms were.
And now you have a comb.
Shut up. You shut your fucking mouth.
I think you should be talking to this character. And coming up with a voice for him.
Which character?
The other one, obviously, okay. As he says just there. That window crossbeam's a bit uneven.
Yes.
So what are your father's demands? It would help if I knew.
Right. He's got 3 requests to fulfill. He wants to talk to his wife, see the Shawshank Redemption, and die holding a rare Cunius stupidimus flower.
I'll see if I can remember all that.
Oh, why don't you take this list? Then I won't have to keep reminding you.
Tar. Tell me about his wife.
That's her painting over his bed. She was a great woman. Wise, kind, strong, brilliant at Scrabble.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I meant, where could I find her?
Oh, she died years ago in Africa.
Well, how the hell is he supposed to talk to her? Motherfucker.
I figured you could find an actress or something. He's too batty now to tell the difference.
Why don't I just pretend to be his wife?
Not that, Batty.
Why the Shawshank Redemption?
Oh, he only saw it once, but he really enjoyed it. He's a big Tim Robbins fan. I've forgotten the voice now.
Where could I get hold of it?
There's a lackluster video in the village. That'll be a good start.
I get the feeling you're patronizing me, motherfucker. Video club card. Text.
Afraid not. You can never afford the entry fee.
Terrific.
Okay, and the flower.
What was that flower again?
Cunius stupidanimus. One of the rarest flowers in the world. It only grows in 3 places. An oasis in the Sahara, the Sultan of Brunei's greenhouse, and now the forest near the churchyard. That's fucking convenient.
How convenient, he said, looking to camera. I'll get back to work then, because we're sick of this shit.
Luck, man.
Right. I think I'm learning why we don't usually read the dialogue aloud.
Alright, so I don't have Shawshank Redemption.
No, you got Emmanuel
I'm
versus
guessing
Godzilla.
someone's gonna have to trade me.
Well,
Alright.
I think now that you've talked about it, you can find it on the shelf.
Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So you can just pick up the videos for now, sort of.
I guess. I guess it's all covered by the entrance fee.
Huh.
Ah ha ha ha.
Does he have it?
No, it's loaned out.
Jerk.
Motherfucker. I'm just latched onto that word today.
Okay, how do I find out who it's loaned to? Alright, no, so that's not gonna help.
Right, leave and then look at the screen.
Yeah, I'm already planning on doing that.
They mentioned a video that's probably on the shelf. You should probably go and... I think you didn't need to look at them till you see the one that was mentioned just then. Ass sex. I wonder if I was smart enough to randomize which video it is. That's the one. I can't remember now. I hope I was. Because I'm such a clever fellow. Okay, give the video back and try again.
Sweet Jesus.
Now I'll ask again. Although I have a funny feeling that
He's gonna
since
make me
we've
look
asked
through them all
once...
again.
Yep, thought as much.
I hate you.
Yes, I love you too. Oh, look at all these funny names. Aren't you having a fun time listening to these laughable titles?
Ha ha ha.
That's the one. We're getting there.
Fucking riveting.
Yes, you are. What voice would you give this character?
Kind of NPC-ish, so probably just, you know, kind of default, like probably just mine, really.
Okay.
Welcome to Lackluster Video.
That's not your voice.
That's me, like, doing my, that's customer service. It's customer service, Gabe.
Yay, you found a key.
Alright, time to break into a man's house.
And steal a video that he has.
Back in the days of video stores, you'd almost get to this, because bastards would take videos out and not return them, and god, that was annoying.
Did you ever rent, like, games and DVDs from a video shop, and then return them, and then come back and open your PS2 or whatever, and find the disc that you just took back?
Yep.
I used to do that all the time.
Yep. That sucked. Okay, is there anywhere...
I don't think
I'm trying to think of where I've seen another house.
I think you can go right from the town centre as well as left.
Okie dokie.
Should probably make that more obvious. I mean, you know, the eye is drawn left by the pavement, slightly brighter than the rest of it.
Alright. Well, I'm here. Congratulations.
I think that dustbin lid is something you can use, because it's a slightly different colour to the rest of the dustbin. Okay. Guess not.
Why do you toy with me?
Because you're my plaything. I don't think that's locked.
Alright. I'm here for your fucking video. Huh, it's you.
No, it isn't. It's a man in a brown overcoat. Reading from the July edition of Lovely Lovely Girl's Breasts. Ah ha 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 ha! A locked door. Hi there, shifty man in coat.
Mmm.
Nice coat.
Mmm.
I had a coat like that once.
Mmm.
I burnt it in one of the many satanic rituals I partake in.
Mmm.
The voices in my head demand I do so with all brown coats I see.
Mmm. Mmm.
Asmodeus demands sacrifice. Rawr.
Mmm.
Oh, never mind.
Mmm.
Do you think he'd appreciate some porn? Well, let's find out after we've done this. Oh, it's a dead, incredibly large man because the perspective's fucked up.
Yeah. That's like space jockey big.
Yeah.
And he's dressed like Bart Simpson.
I'm not sure that was intended.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd designed the background and then couldn't be asked to change it after I realised it looked absurd in
I'm not
the character.
fixing this.
Of course not.
Okay, I wonder if that'll do.
I seem to remember that, yes. Macho men wear silk cravats.
Macho!
And +4s.
Hey, buddy.
Now, do you notice the characters sort of shift around a bit as they animate?
Yeah.
That's because I misunderstood the notion of putting the focal point in the middle rather than on the left of the sprite.
Ah.
I guess he's masturbating so hard that he's squeaking.
Perfectly natural.
Have fun.
Mmm. Alright, what did that do? Oh.
Yes, he went off to shag his blow-up doll. Whoa, easy. I wasn't going to touch her, man.
I was. Am I supposed to do something with it?
Well, not here, you're not.
Those stairs aren't for me. They're exclusively for porking gross, semi-deflated blow-up dolls.
Of course. I think you can get that thing on the washing line. A high thing. We know what to do with that.
Just gonna guess the cross.
And I'll keep this keen-looking clothesline, too.
Of course. Dun, 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 inspect my gadget. Alright, so... What did I just get?
You got a dress.
Ah, that's right. I'm gonna see if I can show him the... I'm gonna see if I can show the dude the Shawshank Redemption.
The Shawshank Penetration.
Yeah, that one.
I think we can expect a comedy scene here.
I'm rubbing my hands with delight.
Okay, here we go.
A lot more labias in this than I remember.
Oh boy, this is going to be painful.
Have you ever, like, been watching something?
There's a guy like me in all prisons. I'm the guy who can get you what you need. And what I need is lovin'! Ooh, yeah!
Have you ever watched something that you weren't expecting to be as, like, kind of gross or sexual and with, like, parents or something in the room?
I once watched Necromonicon with my parents.
That's interesting.
They taped it off TV.
I once made the mistake of watching Todd Solondz's Happiness with my grandma.
Oh, is that the one with the paedophile?
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah.
The one with Philip Seymour Hoffman as well.
Yes. Yes. I think the first scene he's in, he's sexually harassing someone on the phone, He masturbates, ejaculates on the wall, and then sticks a postcard to the wall with the ejaculate.
Back in action. We've completed the first of our 3 objectives.
Rock and or roll. Okay, I'm sure I need a wig. What is... Oh, clothesline.
Length of clothesline. So we've got a dress. So the other things we needed are the flower and to let him see his wife. Now how do you suppose we're going to do that?
Oh, I need a wig. None of these stores look open. Okay, I can't touch the wig cleaner. So I might just
talk to the man. Hello? That wasn't what he said.
How can I be of assistance?
You sell wigs here?
Mister, the sign outside said we sold wigs. There were wigs all over the wall and under the counter. My name is Mr. Wig. Do you think we sold office supplies?
Well...
Let's get down to business, shall we? You're obviously looking to find a replacement for that amateurish thatch on your skull, right?
It's not a wig.
Of course it isn't! Sigh! You have to come out of the closet sometime, you know.
I think this is another gag I nicked
Where did you get that thing anyway?
I think this is another gag I nicked from Monty Python. Hair today, gone tomorrow?
Don't think I'm familiar with those!
They're a continental branch. I don't think I knew what
Yeah, I don't know what that
I
means.
think I know what the fuck I was talking about there.
Whenever you change from your usual wig supplier to us, we will give you a replacement of your existing wig absolutely free! Sound interesting?
That free wig offer sounds interesting.
Of course it! Oh, hang on! What am I saying?
Could you maybe pick a less obnoxious voice?
I sold my last black wig yesterday. There won't be another delivery till Friday!
But there's a black wig fourth from the left on the top shelf. That might prove difficult. There's no passage of time in this game. Oh! Broke the fourth wall! Up against the edge! Breaking down barriers! Motherfucker!
When I picked that guy's voice, at no point did I think he had so much fucking dialogue. I was expecting, like, maybe, who are you? Here's a wig. He's
a salesman type. He's obviously ripped off from Stan the Salesman. Of course he was going to talk a lot.
Alright, so...
We just said that.
Okay, well, I just...
That was not a joke. And we're done. I think I vaguely remember what we're supposed to do. Ho-ho! Hey! We're just going to reference every motherfucker in this game, aren't we?
Alright, what have I got on me? Alright, I don't think any of this. So what's the problem?
I'm one of you, adventure game makers. Slurp, slurp. See how I give you a shout out in my adventure games. Perhaps you could do the same thing in return. Yes, there's no black wigs to give you.
Isn't his wife blonde?
She had grey hair. You could tell from the painting. But if a man walks down the street in a really obvious toupee, then he's the most stared-at man in town. You should take your set to the stand-up circuit, Odysseus, mate.
Okie dokie.
This is a very large floor.
Very large shop.
I think there's another location we haven't seen yet. If you go back to the dig site...
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the wrong way.
Weird.
That was the wrong way. No, that's still the wrong way.
How did I... Because that's where I came from when I first walked into the area.
No, you didn't. You came from behind the buildings.
Oh, fucking...
Just click at the top of the screen. To the left. There you go.
Almost.
Yes, I'm seeing some ways the programming could have been improved in this. Good afternoon, Mr. Owl.
Toodaloo, Hootie McTwoolights. I mean, you hate creepy. You are creepy, you horrid little thing.
Oh, sudden drop in background quality. No one really knows why. I mean, look at it. It's just black goo. It's hardly Alton Towers when it comes to tourism. Oh, God. Writing these plaques is so bloody boring sometimes.
Okay.
We have a length of line with which to snag the flower. But you'll need to put something on the rope. Like the comb. I think this was a puzzle in one of the Tex Murphy games. You already know to click on the branch. Whoa, 2002? Blimey. That places this like 3 years after Rob Blank 1.
Okie dokie.
So
I suppose I could have just walked in and got that.
Use the tar, actually. I think that gives you the inventory item of some tar. That will come in handy. I think we're done in this room, actually. But I think there's a bush in the background you want to examine.
Oh, okay, that's a bush.
It's a thorn bush. A miniature one. Sarcasm.
Well, that's what you get for being in an adventure game, kid.
Lowest form of wit. That's a really shoddily designed key, if I may say.
Okay, what other things are there in the game? There's that weird perv.
With the blow-up doll.
Yeah, which I'm guessing I need.
There's the wig shop. You've already got the flower.
Which was remarkably easy, and the only reason I solved it so quickly is because I just thought, okay, what's the stupidest fucking thing I have on me?
Well done.
Alright, I don't think I can...
No, that game says. No. No. Wrong. I remember what to do. But I'm not telling.
Okay.
Aha, ha, ha. Aha! Rioters.
I see a wig store and I want it painted black.
Yeah, this is a similar gag to one from Monkey Island 2 as well, when you put the rat in the Vichyswazi. And you hear him say, how the hell am I going to get rid of this stuff? And then he immediately walks into the room and hands you a bowl of it. Yep, he's just acquired a black wig. Reminiscent of your hair. But we don't want a black wig, we wanted a grey one.
Tickles the old noodle. Do I maybe have to get more porn videos for this perv? And is that like a repetition thing where maybe I get him to hump the doll a bunch of times?
No, you gotta do something to the doll, and then get him to hump it. I think you got it. I'll just slip this thorn into one of her many folds. I've seduced many ladies along those lines.
I've talked to the women.
Do you mind if I place my prick between your folds? I say to them. Porn, give him porn. Give him all the porn. Well, he's seen this one before, but always
time
time
like
for another.
Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Squeak, 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 bang!
Orgasm!
Tee-hee. Have fun.
Well, now his life's ruined.
You bastard. Go into the guy's apartment again. I might as well tell you what to do.
Well, no, I'm getting there.
Well, I just don't want to waste too much time.
Right, the game's getting a bit
Too much
finicky.
of the precious time of our viewers. Now use the wig on the sink. This is the only item of plumbing we can find in the game.
Alright, fucking...
The frame rate seems to take a dip when there's large sprites on screen. This is in a newer version of AGS that's a bit more tricky.
Right, it's being fiddly.
It's been a bit fiddly with DOSBox. Okay, you got a grey wig, you got a blue dress.
Maybe if I combine those two items. Fucking...
No, doesn't work. Perhaps you need something to mount the two things on.
Corpse?
No.
Can I go to the stairs?
No, you can't. Just go outside.
Alright.
Notice one of the doors.
Oh, okay, so just something happened.
I guess he threw it out the window.
Ah, I see.
It's the blow-up doll. Wearing a wig, and now a dress.
Do I have to inflate it?
Nah. Why would you think that? Anyway, it's got a hole in it. And I'm not talking about the intentional ones. Oh!
The ones with a reservoir.
Guybrush Threepwood never solved a puzzle with a blow-up doll. I'm better than Monkey Island now.
Edgier than those hacks.
The student has become the master.
Alright, here's your fucking flower, you great big puff.
Enjoy. I'll give it to the guy then. Acquired a great personal risk, I might add.
You dick.
But it's not. It doesn't even look remotely like a photograph of an African woman's tits. Now, what the hell is that supposed to be? Good question.
Yeah, that's a valid... Don't you recognize your own mother? That was a funny line. Credit. It's him there holding this fucking deflated woman. Don't you recognize your own mother?
It's Lydia. In the ectoplasm, big boy. Are you doing the other voices?
No.
Oh, hey, I nicked a line from Red Dwarf there. It wasn't as scary as The Evil Dead.
Lydia, Lydia, have you seen Lydia? Lydia the deflated lady.
Oh, you know, this and that.
I have missed you, sir.
Well, I'm just that kind of gal.
Please, before I die, one last request.
Fire away.
Will you call me by that name you always called me?
Oops, name nicked from Blackadder this time. A joke nicked from Blackadder, I mean. My little pumpkiny wumpkiny. That was from...
Thank you, my dear.
Well, time I was making tracks. See you soon, darling.
Very soon, my dear. Goodbye.
That went well, I thought.
Red does not give a fuck.
Sure, why? Okay, that was slightly dark as well.
I just need it. Alright? I want it for reasons. I feel like getting some money together and paying my housemate to be like my own little adventure game avatar and just put like a headset on him and a GoPro and sending him around trying to solve other people's problems. I might do that. He's 20.
Sigh. So now he's dead and the grave's been dug up.
That guy's pooping.
I guess we're moving into the end game. Odysseus Kent, Soil Inspector.
What can I do for you?
I'm here about the diamonds that were found in the churchyard.
The what?
The diamonds. Surely you must have received your share.
Not yet. Hang on. I have to talk to some people. Did you watch the grave while I'm gone?
I think whatever you say, he goes off.
Thanks, buddy.
For some reason or other.
Ting! Wow, he's actually tall.
Well, it's like it's just me and thee. Open grave. Treasure time.
Just
dive.
a boy in his open grave.
Let's get digging! Dig, 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 dig. Tail don't show, tail don't show. Wow, I found something already. It's
Dig dog.
It's a letter! Dear treasure hunter, congratulations on your discovery of the burial place of the lost treasure of Randolph McBoing.
Boing.
Unfortunately for you, I discovered the treasure months ago and am much enjoying its riches. Since I'm technically supposed to send it to the Vatican, I'm afraid I can't let you leave this churchyard alive.
Action sequence. Did you hide any horrible arcade
With
moments?
sincerest apologies, Father Rasputin Voxel. P.S. Don't look up. Huh? Whap! Ow! It grows dark. Thump.
Well, just look at this. Some careless person seems to have left a big hole here. I suppose some public-spirited person like me will have to fill it in. Is the next game going to be like Odysseus getting out? Are there more Odysseus games?
No, This is the only Odysseus game. Yes, we get the point. You're gonna bury us alive. That bellicose Bible-bashing bastard! He's nicked my treasure and now he's buried me alive. Cough, cough. I've got to get out of here and teach that holy whoreson a lesson. I can't see anything.
Jesus, take the wheel.
No. Jesus falls short today. There's just what feels like solid concrete underneath me. The ground to my left is very hard and tightly packed. I think just keep feeling around. Haha, the soil on my right is loose and crumbly. When I decided to take up treasure hunting, I never imagined digging myself up. Phew! Never again. And now we get to pay off for that church gag. What did we just pick up?
I don't know.
I think we got a soccer ball and a sheet. No. Denied. Rejected. Denied. Denied. Man, you're bad at this. He does get hung up on that. I remember what to do.
Okay, looking right at it. I have to make myself some kind of monster.
Sort of. Your answer lies in combining inventory items. Ooh, get in there.
Okay.
Okay, we've made a football on a cross with a sheet.
It's Jesus!
Ooh. Father Voxel. I am the ghost of Rudolph Cretin. That kid you buried with me just won't shut up. My soul cannot rest. I must haunt you for the rest of your days.
Oh, spare me, spirit. Hey, wait a second. Rudolph Cretin didn't have any hair.
Oops. You're only sort of half committed to reading the dialogue aloud, aren't you?
Yeah, I forgot the voice I was doing for the father, so...
I'll just do a comedy Irish accent.
We don't know how you got yourself out of the ground, but as soon as I find you, you're going straight back in there.
That's Irish, is it? Could have fooled me.
I think it's more your northerner.
I think it was more my West Country.
Whatever.
Oh, we nicked the treasure.
England bits. Shoot him in the face. Why did you do that when I don't even have a gun?
Nervousness, I suppose.
Well then, it seems to me to be something of a stalemate. I have to get past you to get to the treasure.
You racist.
And you have to get past me to get away with it. I suppose we could brawl on the ground like a pair of savages. Or we could settle this like men!
Oh, goody! A pissing competition!
Yeah, in the mouth. Oh, guess I got in Magnolia Mush.
Yep, we know what this is a reference to.
I love that you felt the need to preface this about, like, yeah, I've been playing a lot of,
Hi! I do hope you're enjoying the game.
Wow, this is Sierra-ing hard.
Yeah, that's a reference to myself. They'll be doing that for quite a while. Maybe you should come back later.
You in a nightgown.
Myself, before I had a beard and when I used to habitually wear a trench coat. Later. Hello again.
That was completely unnecessary.
You'll notice the owl has stopped blinking. That's because this is actually a different room. I didn't want the stupid treasure anyway. That was a common Monkey Island gag, whether you'd click on one thing and the character would say another. Because he'd have, like, second thoughts. Not as funny there, of course.
Yeah, I just thought I clicked on the wrong thing.
Oh, it's in there somewhere. Just keep looking.
Now jump on his head. Double foot curb stomp.
In the meantime, I'll just stand over here and take a look at my inventory. Hint, hint.
What is that?
It's a golf club. Isn't it obvious?
Okay.
Not a bad little animation. In your face, Roman Catholic Church! No offence, but this place is cramping my style. I've got an appointment with a travel agent. Ciao.
Go get some tan.
Go on then.
You can't just leave me here. I'm in direct communication with God. From my little box. But let me tell you, he's severely pissed off.
Yes, I am.
Hello? Are you still out there?
No, he's not.
Oi, kid. I'll do a deal with you. Let me out now, we'll split the treasure. Sound good? And, you can have me dog collar. And my car. And the church. How long does this go on for?
Ages. I think you should stop. I have to tell you that we've basically finished the game now.
I figured as much. There was a whole animation.
He's just going to read aloud the credits. All this music, incidentally, I nicked from RPG Maker. And I believe I say so in the credits at some point. There you go.
2000, yeah.
So this was, after all the Rob Blanks, this was my second AGS thing.
Yahtzee presentation of a Yahtzee adventure game. Yahtzee.
Ego.
Car? Was that supposed to be cat?
No. I put car because non sequitur is funny.
Yes, we can just leave you.
I thought about making a sequel to Odysseus Kent. Got as far as making like the first few rooms.
And what happened?
Basically, he spent all his money and then was approached by a femme fatale for another big score that he would steal from a cruise ship. Because then I was stealing ideas from Leisure Suit Larry, apparently. And then it turned out that the femme fatale was the daughter of the evil priest who returned for revenge.
Priests having lots of daughters.
Yeah, that game would probably have excited no one. And I'm glad I didn't make it. What did you think about this installment in my indie game dev career?
It was better than the blanks.
Well, I think that goes without saying.
I mean, I think if there was a little more space in the game, like as it stands, the tiny sort of area and the very limited amount of stuff to do means it just, I figured out that stupid comb puzzle straight away. which
Well, yeah.
is just because there was nothing else. It was literally like, I've whittled this down, there is only 2 things that it can relate to. And that meant getting the flower was something like 15 clicks to get to the flower from where I got told about it. But aside from that, I mean, you know...
The other puzzles were fairly clever, weren't they?
Yeah, that was some fun there. I mean, again, the puzzles, it's not that the puzzles weren't clever, it's just that because the small scale on which they're taking place just reduces the amount of possibilities I'm having to consider.
I personally think the game, as I said, had the problem with character voice and was a little bit tonally shoddy in that it kept bringing up weird, dark themes and lots of sexual content.
The sexual content I was kind of prepared for, because you made this, in 2002? So you'd have been all of 19.
Well, let me think.
I mean, on the plus side, it had far less gay rape.
Yeah.
So there's that. The dead lawyer thing was just weird.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, it's a dead lawyer. Okay. It suffered from that thing of pixel hunting really bad, where it's just there were loads of things where I didn't know I was supposed to click that there were clickable items. Let alone, especially when there's one clickable item, like with the thing in the dude's mouth, within another clickable item.
Yes, that can be iffy.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a point-and-click adventure game.
Well, I remember in Rob Blanc 2, I think it was. I mentioned there was going to be a clickable item on top of another clickable item, but it didn't work. So I guess the AGS engine had improved by that point.
Polished slightly.
Anyway, that moves us past my earliest adventure game developing phase. I'm pretty sure our next one will be 5 Days a Stranger. And that'll take us into my first real era of popularity as a game developer.
I'll make sure I don't wear my socks, just so they won't get blown off.
Well, better not wear underpants that don't react poorly to being pissed in either.
Is it a scary game?
It's a scary as fuck game.
Rock and roll.
You're gonna shit your monkey ass.
I'll do that anyway out of sheer laziness. So is this it today? Are we doing...
Well,
done?
That's it for this video.
Okay.
I have to go away and diagram the sentence, shit your monkey ass.
Yeah, am I pooing a monkey's ass that I've eaten? Have I had a graft?
Have a good one, listeners. I'm gonna hit you.
That was the click of the mouse.
Okay, now we are a strange white-faced young man.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be I thought it was because it was nighttime. But
no, he's just white. All that vicar might just be very, very tanned.
It's probably been at some sort of bishop's conference in the south.
We can see my writing hasn't improved that much. I don't think there was even a joke there. It's just I wanted to insert lots of dialogue choices where it wasn't really necessary. Just to add variance to each time you play the game.
The grass is naughty, so I'm punishing it. I had a chuckle out of some of those.
Yeah, but they didn't really follow it up with a joke. They just went half na half, half na half na half, na half na half. And that was it, if you see what I mean. Oh, there's me wearing my influences on my sleeve.
Dude, it smacks in just what the guy is wearing.
Yeah, that does come across, doesn't it? I mean, it is supposed to be set in, contemporary times. He's just dressed as
it's supposed to be set now?
Yeah, it's just
okay.
He's just dressed as a pirate for some reason.
Alright, I did not pick up on that.
Just like a cross between pirate and Edward Scissorhands.
Seen so many of those costumes.
Are you taking this plot on board, by the way?
Something about digging in a cemetery.
Well, not that we want to evoke Monkey Island too much. Ahoy, mates!
Arr!
We're sailing on the seas of Ego Review for the latest installment.
The good ship Yahtzee Noggin.
Now, a riff kind of caught me off guard there. But this week we'll be playing the Trials of Odysseus Kent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
The second adventure game property I invented, if not the second adventure game overall.
Some classic Yahtzee IP.
Now, going into this, I want to put this in the proper context.
Okay, are we going to have shitloads of gay rape in this one?
There's less gay rape.
Thank God.
Although there is...
'Cause that shit's like salt. A sprinkle makes it good.
So this is a bit further down the line in years from Rob Blanc. I think I was suddenly interested in making adventure games again because I had just played through Monkey Island. And after playing that, I had a sort of epiphany where I realised that what it was that made Monkey Island good was a largely dialogue-based. So my intentions going into this game was, let's treat dialogue as an integral part rather than just a thing to expose facts and information on the story. Yeah, click in the window there.
I have to wait.
You smacked your chops. Oh, coming up in that list of names.
Well, you're right on there.
Yeah. I wonder if this was before or after he was arrested for paedophilia.
Just...
Probably best not to think about it.
Hadn't he moved to, like, Thailand or something so he could maximize his child molesteriness?
I think he was more fleeing the law. Yes, getting in the comedy rhyme on the gravestone. Again, like Monkey Island 2.
Oh.
Oh, edgy.
I'm not over it.
I'm very much over it. I'm insulted that you think you need to instruct me to get over it. Now, here's a bit of background storytelling. Are you familiar with the phenomenon of the temperature gauge signboard?
Yes, you have the donations and the top is the goal, and you color it in with red, and ooh,
Yes.
now we're going to go on an excursion.
This church seems to have come into quite a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I think I'd designed the backdrop before that occurred to me.
I'm going to touch your thermometer.
Please do.
Oh. Alright, come on.
But we're looking for a treasure. And we've isolated the treasure to this point in the world. But we're not allowed to dig up the plot because it's owned by a family who want to bury someone there.
Well, aren't they going to dig it up then? Am I trying to erase them?
Well, he's not dead yet.
Oh, am I going to kill him?
No.
Shit. Ah, those are cool. I hate pooping in the dark, it's scary.
I'd like to draw your attention to the blinky owl in the top right. Blinking
My attention was drawn there.
Blinking with the regularity of a fucking metronome.
Ooh, presents. Ooh, angles.
Now, one of the interesting things I added to this game was idle animation.
That's a good thing.
I mean, if we wait carefully for a while, Odysseus will sort of look left and right.
Okay, can I go back there?
As a matter of fact, you can.
Yeah, I wonder what that owl's about.
Let's find out. That was a joke?
Damn it, I'm gonna talk to Mr. Owl.
I think this game continues the Rob Blanc issue that every character has basically the same voice.
Does it?
Everyone's just kind of snarky.
Okay, does it start like big and taper off? Did you lose interest in this one as the one I'm...
No, this was like Rob Blanc 1. This was intentionally a very short game.
Alright, cool. So the cursor changes and does things when I can interact.
Yes.
That's nifty.
Another extraordinary thing. That was something I intended to do for Rob Blanc 3, but when I implemented it, I remembered that every part of the background was interactable in Rob Blanc 3. So the mouse was just constantly animating. So it kind of was pointless in the end. I think you have to get it right in the middle of the sprite. Yes, the hot spot for the inventory item mouse cursor is kind of unintuitive.
Oh.
Hey, you solved a puzzle! That was quick. You should examine more crosses.
Oh, glad to know I have that.
Yes, if you've ever played Monkey Island 2, this will seem very familiar. This is quite reminiscent of the graveyard scene in Monkey Island 2 near the start, where you can examine all sorts of graves and they've got different text on them, different flavour text.
Pokemon's not dead, you fool. You cannot kill the Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess I was jumping the gun a bit there.
What's still insanely successful and prints money today? Pokemon!
You may have noticed the word defer